Good morning, children. Today we will discuss about your periodic test. Last class, yesterday, we have discussed. I have given the entire syllabus for your upcoming periodic test 2. What all the topics you have to read, topics as given, and our same time we are discuss about the first topic, that is resources. Just I will revise. Class 10 years. So syllabus has given. So we have been discussing about first topic, that is resources and development. Right? Resources and development, forest and wildlife resources, water resources, mineral power resources, industries, lifelines of economy. So in that second chapter, third one, fourth one, third and fourth only map skills. Questions will not be there, and second topic is not there for your examinations. Now we have been revising. The first one is resources. So we have been discussing about resources and development. Resources and development. This topic we have been discussing. Let us define what is resource. Yesterday we have discussed this. So resource are the free gifts. Yes, to understand. For the sake of understanding, you can say resources are the free gifts. But what do you mean by resource? Give a definition of resource. What do you understand by resource? Means we should give correct definition. Yeah, everything is available in the environment which can be satisfy our needs, provided technologically accessible, economically feasible, and culturally acceptable. This is what is resource. A definition of resource. Everything is available. Yes, everything is available in the environment which can be satisfy our needs, provided technologically accessible, economically feasible, and culturally acceptable. This is the definition of resource. Children, everything is available in the environment which can be satisfy our needs, provided technologically accessible, economically feasible, and culturally acceptable. This is the definition of resource. And these resources, whatever the nature is giving, whatever we have been using the resources, satisfying our needs as per our convenience, these resources can be classified into two types. Right? Natural resources, for example. Take as number one is the natural resources. Natural resources. These natural resources further divided into two types. One is a renewable resources and non-renewable resources. Okay, the first one is renewable. RENEWABLE. Renewable resources. Renewable resources. And second is non-renewable resources. Non-renewable resources. Renewable resources and non-renewable resources. Clear? Now let us define what are renewable resources. Natural resources further divided into two types. Correct? Renewable resources and non-renewable resources. Before that, yesterday we have told you this. Resources can be classified on basis of this. Resources we have been classifying. For example, soils are being classified on what basis? There are certain factors: color, structure, thickness, chemical composition. So, due to certain factors, soils can be classified, rocks can be classified. So, whereas here, if we take these resources also can be classified on the basis of various factors. Number one is resources can be classified based on origin. Okay, say based on origin. Yesterday we have discussed. Based on origin, resources can be classified into two types. One is biotic resources and second one is abiotic resources. Number one, biotic resources and second one is abiotic resources. These are. So like this, so the resources can be classified based on various factors. Number one is based on origin, based on exhaustibility, based on ownership, based on individual, based on community. Right? So based on these factors, the resource can be classified. So for example, origin. This already we have discussed yesterday. Based on origin, resources can be classified into two types. One is biotic resources and second one is abiotic resources. Children, you have to learn these definitions. What are biotic resources? The question comes now, what are biotic resources? Resources which can be obtained from biosphere and have life. The resources which can be obtained from the biosphere and have life, such resources can be called as biotic resources. Such resources can be called as biotic resources. Examples: fisheries, flora and fauna, human beings and livestock. Livestock, flora and fauna, fisheries and humans, forestry. These are the examples for biotic resources. Example for biotic resources. And coming to the second one is abiotic resources. The resources which cannot be, there is no life. These are non-living things. Abiotic resources are non-living things. Examples: metals and minerals. Metals and rocks. Minerals and rocks. Example for non-living things. So like this, so based on origin, here resources can be further divided into biotic and abiotic. Resources which can be obtained from biosphere and have life. Biotic resources. Examples: plants, animals, humans, livestock, fisheries, etc. Whereas abiotic resources which are composed of non-living things. These resources which are composed of non-living things. Examples: metals and minerals, metals and rocks. Example: metals and rocks are the best examples for abiotic resources. Clear? So based on origin, one is over. Number two, based on exhaustibility. Second one is, we can take it based on, second is exhaustibility. Based on, second one. So based on exhaustibility, resource can be further divided based on exhaustibility. Under this based on exhaustibility, here the resources can be classified into two types. One is, as I said, renewable resources. Second is non-renewable resources. One is renewable resources and second is non-renewable resources. Okay, let us see about what are renewable resources. Definition. What are renewable resources? Resources which can be renewed. Resources which can be renewed or reproduced by physical, chemical and mechanical process. Resources which can be renewed or reproduced. Renewed or reproduced by physical, chemical and mechanical process. Such resources can be called as renewable resources. Such resources we call it as renewable resources. Is it clear, children? What are renewable resources? Give two examples. Renewable resources means resources which can be renewed or reproduced by physical, chemical and mechanical process. These resources we call it as a renewable resources. Children, but renewable here, these same renewable resources also we call it as replenishable resources. We call it as replenishable. Replenishable resources. Renewable resources, or you can say replenishable resources. Resources which can be renewed or reproduced by physical, chemical and mechanical process. Such resources are called as a renewable resources. These renewable resources also we call it as replenishable resources. Children, don't confuse. Renewable resource, what are renewable replenishable resources? Replenishable resources, matlab this renewable resources, right? Just now I said what are renewable resources. Now coming to the examples. Examples for the renewable resources are, examples, take a, number one is solar energy. Solar energy. Number two, wind energy. Wind energy, forestry, water, forestry and wildlife. Etc. These are the examples for the replenishable resources, or you can say the renewable resources. The resources which are renewed or reproduced by physical, chemical and mechanical process. Clear? Such resources are called as renewable resources, are also called as replenishable resources. Example for these renewable resources are solar energy, wind energy, water, forestry and wildlife. Clear? This is the first one, renewable resources. At the same time here, further, renewable resources also further divided into many. For example, non-renewable resources. These resources composed of non-living things. The non-living things to make formation, to form, it takes millions of years. Millions of years, long time, long geological time it takes. Okay, composed of non-living things. For example, rocks and minerals. Example we take it, rocks and minerals. Examples, rocks and Minerals, minerals, rocks and minerals. But here there are some of the minerals, for example, minerals, some of the metals. Metals can be recycled, renewed, whereas certain minerals, certain fossil fuels like fossil fuels means coal and petrol, that oil, equal to the coal and oils. Coal and oil, if you take fossil fuels, these can be exhausted of their use. Cannot be recycled. Once it is exhausted, according to the use, exhausted means exhausted, yes. Further you cannot reuse. Like fossil fuels examples, coal and oil. So these are the based on exhaustibility. So based on exhaustibility, resources can be classified two. One is renewable resources and second is non-renewable resources. Clear? And third one is individual resources. As your individual means it is totally private. The moment you take individual, he is the owner of certain assets like buildings, by land or factory. So he is the one. Ultimate responsibilities, ultimate power on the certain things is an individual. Property which belongs to a particular individual. Individual property, individual asset, individual resource. For example, take public property. This is not safe because it belongs to the public. Examples: railways, post, telegraph, roads. All this comes under public property. Individuals. At the same time, we take a community resources. There are sources like which belongs to a community. We cannot say it is mine, or it is say it is a particular community, a particular either individual or public. Community means yes. This can be the places which can be used by all the people in the society. We cannot restrict any communities. Everybody have right to use such places, such common places. Such places you can say community places. For example, library, burial ground, parking places, gardens. These are the finest examples. These are the finest examples of community resources. Okay? So like this, the resources can be classified based on various factors. Based on ownership, based on origin, based on accessibility, based on individual. Individual means here you can say based on ownership. And based on community, etc. There are various factors. Just go to the case. Then coming to the resources. How to use the resources? What is resource planning? Okay. So for example, some of the people, we have been wasting certain resources. So for the future generations, we have to, it is our duty to say, protect certain these things. That is what is called the word sustainable development. Sustainable development. What is meant by sustainable development? It is the most important question, children. For your examinations, the most important question is this: what is sustainable development? Okay, we'll see next. Yep.